Baby, in your arms I fly, higher than the moon tonight. Love me too. Love me too. Say you'll be my lover toy and love me too. Love me too. Now you know it's true. There ain't nothing you can do but love me too.
Hello, and welcome. Today, we will be sharing another installment from our Newtown project. If you have joined us before, it's nice to see you again. And if you are joining us for the first time, I'd like to introduce you to our producer, the Hamner Theater, as well as the Newtown project. The Hamner Theater was founded by Bumi Peterson and Peter Coy in 2005 to tell stories of our community in collaboration with our community. The Newtown project stems directly from this mission. In 1985, the Greenwood chemical plant exploded, killing 4 people after years of poisoning the community with toxins that leached into the soil and air and water. The area most affected by the chemical plant was called Newtown, an African-American enclave nestled amongst old plantation homes where their recent ancestors might have been enslaved. In the summer of 2018, Bumi brought together a group of local playwrights, directors, musicians, and actors to dive into the history of Newtown and bring their stories to life on the stage. In the last few months, we have shown new works that derived from this research. In November, we brought you Act 1 of The Cherry Orchard, and today we are sharing Act 2. In the same way that we can look to the past to understand the present, we can look to our theatrical ancestors to see what was on the stage then and how it is similar and connected to what is on the stage now. Taking the bones of old stories, specifically that of the emancipation of the serfs and subsequent social turmoil in Russia as it appears in The Cherry Orchard, and viewing it through the lens of the Newtown Project, allows it to be present as part of the examination of the land on which we walk, of the spaces we occupy, and especially upon whose bones we tread. This was originally intended to be a touring show, touring the stately mansions and estates of the Greenwood-Afton historical area, investigating the parallels between the shifting demographics in Russia at the turn of the century and the influences of the railroad and emancipation on the Greenwood-Afton area. Freedom is a complicated concept, and there are parallels between the Russian aristocracy and serf system in turn of the century Russia and the plantation owners and system of slavery in 1865 post-emancipation Virginia. When COVID hit, we began to look at doing an audio version. The script we are using for this iteration of The Cherry Orchard is actually what we will use for the audio recording. It is our hope that through this project and through the post-performance Zoomversations, we can forge a sense of community during this time of social distance. It is our hope that these conversations will bring us together to think and gain perspective. It is our hope that by looking to our past, we can make more informed choices about how we approach our future. Thank you all for being here, and we look forward to seeing you after the show. Please look for the Zoom link to join us. Thank you.
We're in a meadow. It's almost sunset. There are large stones, which I believe are old. There's a little chapel nearby. It's lovely, but decayed. In the distance, you can almost see the cherry orchard. You feel it from here anyway. Farther away, a row of telegraph poles, and beyond that, the shape of a large town. With the sun setting, the clouds look like brilliant red stabs against the sky. Oh, I like that. I'm sitting next to Yasha, but Charlotta's here too, and Yabakotov is standing around trying to play the guitar. We are thinking about nothing. Charlotta wears a man's hunting cap and has a rifle on her shoulder. She unslings it and is playing with it, aiming at imaginary targets.
Estado. Estado.
In English, bang, bang.
I wonder how old I am. I feel young, but I don't have a passport, so who knows? Long ago, I used to travel with my mother and father to the circuses performing. I would do the salto mortale, the dive of death. Ça terrifiait les ignorants.
Suddenly, there's a cucumber in her hand. How'd she do that? She eats it, but in a very uncouth way. She's not a lady.
Kolkommen son leven. I like to talk, but nobody I care about listens.
What is the what is the earth to me? What matters friends and foes? I do love playing the mandolin.
It's a guitar.
Oh, to the madman in love, it's a mandolin. Oh, the heart is warmed by the flames of love returning.
They sing like Granos Viscosas or maybe Fruskin. Yapakodov.
Oh, please turn away. My concentration is elsewhere.
It must be nice to live abroad.
Naturally.
Yes, abroad, everything is constituted in its own complexity.
Goes without saying.
Well, I read terribly profound books, you know. I've educated myself in the heights of Prometheus. But I can't seem to make up my mind whether I want to live or shoot myself. So just in case, I always carry a revolver. See?
I leave you enchanting people. Yapakodov, you are a brilliant man and quite terrifying. Women must be mad for you.
As a matter of fact,
Is alone, especially when I'm around people. Desameniscor are Trevliga, Sandoma.
And Charlotta floats away.
as a matter of fact, independently from everything else, I must express my feeling, among other things, that fate, or whatever you want to define as fate, has been cruel to me as a storm is to a small ship. Yes, I'm a dinghy in the cyclone of life. Well, suppose, let us grant I am wrong, right? Then why did I wake up this morning, to give an example, see an enormous spider on my chest, looking at me? And if I take a big drink of kvass, why am I sure to see a cockroach at the bottom of the glass? The puzzle that would stump Pythagoras. However, did I trouble you, Dunyasha? 2 small words.
Say on.
Could I possibly be alone with you?
That's 7 words. Oh, of course. Only I'm a little cold. Could you go by the house and bring me my cloak? It's by the cupboard.
Well, all right. I'll get it. Of course I will. At least now I know what to do with this revolver.
Mr. Catastrophe.
Oh, I do hope he doesn't shoot himself. Do you think he will? Oh, look at my hands. They're soft like a lady's, and I'm so tender and delicate. I'm not fit for common life. I don't know what I'll do if you're just playing with me.
My little cucumber.
He envelops me, kissing my neck, and then lets me go. Whew. I'm a little dizzy.
A girl needs to respect herself. I won't tolerate a girl that doesn't hold herself to the proper standard.
Oh, I am so in love with you. You're so educated. You can talk about everything.
Yes, I know. Here's what I believe. If a girl loves somebody, she becomes immoral. And only common people are immoral. I like smoking a cigar in the open air.
Madam Renevskaya, wait, listen to me.
Someone's coming.
Kiss me again.
Stop. Stand over there, away from me. Otherwise, they'll think that you've been with me. I won't have that.
Oh, that cigar makes my head ache.
Go further away.
I move further away, but I still watch him.
You have to make up your mind. Time's running out. Will you turn the estate into cottages or not?
Who's smoking cheap cigars?
Gaev is playing imaginary billiards. No, apparently he's just made a fine shot.
Red in the middle, green in the corner pocket. I'd like to go in and have just one game.
Or supper?
Yes or no? One word.
Lower your voice. You're scaring the bears.
Lubov looks in her purse.
I had a lot of money yesterday, but it seems to have gone. Poor Varya tries to save money. The old people in the kitchen eat nothing but peas, while I scatter money like a bird seed.
He drops the purse, scattering coins like birdseed.
There was money in there.
Allow me to pick them up for you.
Oh, yes, please, Yasha, thank you. Did we have lunch in that filthy restaurant, Leonid? The food seemed to be covered in dust.
But Gaev is pondering his next shot.
Green in the corner pocket.
Why do you drink so much, Leonid? Why do you talk so much? All during lunch, you were talking about the 1870s and the decadence, lecturing the waiters about the decadence.
Well, it's my curse, Luba. You can't blame me. That's it. I'm blameless. What is wrong with you, Yasha?
I can't listen to you talk without laughing.
Oh, you.
Go away, Yasha.
At once.
The grain merchant Dereganov is planning to buy your estate. They say he'll come to the auction himself.
Where did you hear that?
In town.
Our aunt in Yaroslav promised to send something.
And how much? 100,000 rubles or maybe 1 million?
I'd be glad to get 10 or 15,000.
And then what? You'll lose the estate.
What can we do? Tell us.
Tell you. What do you think that You need to turn the estate into lots and lease the land for cottages immediately. Once you've done that, you'll have all the money you'll need. You'll be saved.
Cottages. And people who live in cottages. Oh God, I can't. It's just too.
It's vulgar to even talk about. Can't you understand? It's impossible.
Make me want to pluck out each of my eyes and Leonid, you're an old woman.
That's a bit much.
You old woman.
No, don't leave, please. Something will occur to us.
I've been telling you.
But please calm down and stay. I like it when you're here. It's more pleasant somehow.
You people are driving me insane.
Something will happen. Anything could. Maybe the house will collapse and crush us.
Double across the middle.
I've been too sinful.
What sins? You've done nothing.
I married a man who had nothing but debts. His only skill was drinking champagne. He was quite accomplished at that. Naturally, it killed him. He was still fresh in the ground when I fell in love with another man. I was happy for a minute, and I was soon punished. My boy drowned. Right up there, around the bend. I had to leave this river, this house, this country, and ran without thinking far away. But this man, he ran after me, no respect. He wouldn't allow me to grieve. He fell ill, and I bought a villa near Menton to care for him. I nursed him for 3 years, no rest, night and day. It wore me down, and my soul dried up. Finally, I sold the villa to pay my debts and went with this man to Paris. There, he robbed me and went off with another woman. I tried to poison myself by drinking ink. It just made my lips black. Suddenly, I needed to be back in Russia, in my home and with my girls. I received this telegram today from Paris. He begs me to forgive him. He's desperate for me to come back to him.
Tears it up quite violently.
Done. Is that music?
You remember our famous Jewish band?
They're still here. I hope they come over some evening. Oh.
For money, a German will make a Frenchman out of a Russian.
Oh, stop that. That's
Man.
not what they're playing.
I saw a funny thing at the theater last night.
I'm sure there wasn't anything funny about it. You shouldn't be going to the theater. You need to look at your life and yourself. Your life is gray.
Yes. We all live an awkward life, and none of us knows where we fit in. My father was a peasant. He was ignorant, always drunk. He never taught me anything, always beating me. And now I know nothing too. Even my handwriting is bad. I'm ashamed when people try to read it.
you ought to get married.
Yes. Yes, I should.
To Varya. You know she's a good person.
Yes, she is.
She's simple and unaffected. She's smart and devoted to work as much as you are. And the main thing is she's in love with you. And you've liked her for some time.
Well, I wouldn't mind. She's a nice person.
I was offered a position in the bank. 6,000 rubles a year.
That's ridiculous. A bank?
Fears ambles in with an overcoat. He speaks to Gaev.
Here, put this on. It's too damp here.
You're a pest, old man.
Thank you. You left this morning without telling me.
Oh my God, Fears. You've gotten really old.
I don't hear well.
She says you're very old.
I've been alive a long time. That's why I'm old. I was ready to marry before your father was born. When the emancipation came, I was already first valet. I didn't want emancipation. I cursed it.
Yes, the wonderful days before emancipation. Ah, what wonderful beatings we had.
Yes, the masters and the peasants were each in their own places. There was order. Now, everybody's scrambled. Nobody knows where they are.
Oh, quiet, Fierce. I'm going to town tomorrow. I'm going to meet a general who could lend me money.
Oh, don't worry. You won't do it, and you won't pay your interest either.
Just talking. There is no general.
Here comes Trofimov, Anya with Varya right behind.
Here are my two dear girls.
Ah,
Sit down next to me.
eternal student, always with the ladies.
This again?
His hair's white, and still he's a student.
You're hilarious.
What do you think of me, really?
You're rich. And you'll be richer. That's all there is to you, really.
I love sunset. Those clouds, the colors in them. They're like
Red stabs against the sky.
beautiful flowers blooming in the sky.
They remind me of oranges. I'm hungry.
Peter, tell them what you were saying about the proud man.
There's something pathetic about him. Because what can he be proud of? We're all imperfectly made, and even a proud man can be vulgar, stupid, and unhappy. We shouldn't admire anybody, least of all ourselves. We should work, nothing more.
That's true, isn't it?
Whatever you do, you still die.
Oh, but what does that mean, you'll die? What if we have 100 senses, and when we die, only the 5 we know about are destroyed, and the other 95 are left alive?
I love that. And now I believe it.
Peter, you're so clever.
Yes, brilliant.
What's wrong with us? Remarkable people are discovering new things, creating new worlds, and we should work. We should help those people who are trying to perfect the human race. But the majority of us, what do? We philosophize without purpose. We treat servants like dirt. We don't understand the sciences, and we don't even try to understand art. And all our talk, what's it for? To distract ourselves, so we don't have to think about how stupid our lives are. I don't like serious people, really. I don't like serious talk. We should all just be quiet.
I wake up every morning, work hard all day into the night, always dealing with money, my own and other people's. And it constantly astounds me how few honest and honorable people there are. I lay in bed and I think, God gave us these lush forests, infinite fields, towering mountains, endless horizons. All who live here should be giants.
Giants are only in fairy tales, and they scare me. Please keep your giants to yourself.
Yippikoto's here.
Yapakotov's here.
I was searching for a cloak for you, Dunyacha. You were cold. You don't look cold. There is no cloak.
Oh, I have it right here. See, it's very pretty.
Now, I would like to announce, ladies and gentlemen, the sun has set.
And your oranges are gone.
Oh, nature, wonderful nature, shining with eternal radiance. Oh, nature, our true mother, thy hast in thyself, containest in thyself life and death, beauty.
Uncle, please.
Yes, you're doing it again.
You better double the red into the middle.
I'll be quiet. I'll be quiet.
They sit thoughtfully or think about nothing. Quiet.
That
I don't know. Maybe it was a bucket fell into a well somewhere far away.
Or a bird? A heron, perhaps.
Or an owl?
Or I'm shivering.
I don't like it.
Before the tragedy, the same thing happened. An owl screamed, and the samovar hummed without stopping.
What tragedy?
The emancipation.
It could mean something, but probably not.
Let's go in before the dark. Anya, why are you crying?
Oh, nothing. Nothing.
Who's that?
A ragged man walks up, dirty, a bit woozy from drink.
Can I get to the train station this way?
Yes, go along this path.
Thank you. You're very kind, sir. Very, very kind. Very kind. What weather, eh? I like it. My brother, my poor brother, come out on the Volga. The Volga.
He approaches Varya.
Dear lady, please give a hungry man 30 kopecks.
Now see here.
Good sir, here, take this. I don't have silver. Take some gold.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Quite amazed, he proudly walks away.
Oh, Volga.
I'm going. I'm leaving.
Varya, calm down. It was nothing.
Mother, the servants have nothing to eat and you gave them gold.
Yes, I'm foolish, I know. I'll give you everything I've got when we get home. And Ermolai, please lend me some more.
Well, you know that I will.
See, Varya, Ermolai will give me money. I'll give the money to you. You're as good as betrothed.
Don't joke about that.
Oh, get thee to a nunnery.
I need a game of billiards. Oh, my hands are shaking.
Delia, remember me in thy orisons.
Well, let's all go in.
That man, my heart's still pounding.
One more thing. Let me tell you, just to amuse you. On August 22nd, the cherry orchard will be sold. Remember that.
All walk away except Trofimov and Anya.
I'm glad the man scared Varya. Now we're alone.
She's afraid that we'll fall in love with each other. She doesn't understand that we're above love.
Oh. Are we?
We don't need those petty and common things, Anya. Look at that star. See how it burns more brightly than all the others? That's our star, Anya. That's our mission. To burn as brightly as that star. That we can do it. I can feel my hands almost grabbing it.
Your words make me want to be drunk. What have you done to me? The cherry orchard was my whole world, but now...
Oh, Russia is our orchard! As for your orchard, your grandfather, great-grandfather, all your ancestors owned serfs. Think about that. They owned human beings, living souls. Those living souls worked here, picked your cherries. Your orchard was a paradise for you, but a prison for them. How can you look at those cherry trees without seeing the ghosts of all those people staring back at you? Walking through at night, you can feel the branches groaning with the weight of those days. Yes, now we live in the present, but can we? Even today, have we realized what we did? What kind of a world that was? To live in the present, we need to redeem the past. And that can only be done with our own suffering and by our own dedicated work. We need to free those ghosts.
Our house isn't really my home. I see that now. I will go away.
Take your house keys, throw them down the well, and enter the world.
I already have, Peter. In my mind, I already have.
Believe in me, Anya. I'm hungry as winter. I'm poor. I'm shaken. But my mind is strong and my soul is my own. I see the light coming.
The moon is rising.
Anya!
Varya again? Why won't you leave us alone?
Let's go down to the river.
Yes.
They slip away.
Anya! Where are you?
After her words die away, someone approaches. It's Fierce, looking for something.
Grumbleheads. Where is it? These people.
Charlotta appears and watches Fierce with an expression that I may as well call enigmatic. After a moment.
Fierce, what are you looking for?
Madame lost her purse. Again.
Lubov Andreevna is always losing things, like her own life. Well, I can't talk. I lost my parents. After they died, a German lady took me in and raised me to be a governess. I never liked children much, but they are pliable. I don't know anything about my parents. I wonder if they were married. I don't know anything.
She takes off her cap and puts it on Fierce. Fierce doesn't react. He sits motionless.
Oh, I love you, Fierce. We understand each other. Eins, zwei, drei.
She takes off the cap. She takes off the cap and puts it back on herself as if it was a magic trick.
When I was 20 or 25, I was out one night. Me, the cook, and Vasily, he was the son of the deacon. And we were all right here. And on that rock over there, a man was sitting. Just someone, a stranger. For some reason, I got scared. And I left. And then, after I was gone, they killed him. He had money.
Well, we'll continue.
So the trial took place. Many judges came. Questions were asked. Then we were taken away. It was, I don't remember how it was. I sat in prison 2 years. And then, for some reason, they let me go. It was a long time ago. You can't remember everything. So, we left prison together, all together on a train, and stopped at a station. My friend jumped off and found a sack. He looks in the sack, and there's another sack. He opens it and looks inside, and something twitches, and he jerks it shut. Jerks it Shut.
Charlotta appears haunted.
You can stop talking now.
Where are you?
And the act fades away.